grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Today is definitely a golden video, folks. Make sure you smash that like button. We're going to hop straight into it. We see that BTC, this is all the rave right now. Take a look at this, right? We've been making some more daily candles since this. We literally have perfectly avoided going deep into this bull market support band, right? 3-day, we're not even there. We literally just bounced right off of that. That's very crazy, and that's very it's a very good sign in my opinion. I mean, we could have went down and tested it and still been fine, because look over here, we keep referring back to this September where we did test it and then we absolutely shot up, right, all the way to 66K, a bunch of a small pullback right here, and then back up to 69K. So, but what we need to talk about is Ethereum, which is right now playing with all-time high territory. Look at this. The previous Ethereum all-time high is right here. 20 days ago was the Ethereum all-time high. We see that we're playing with those levels right now. Like, let's zoom out to the 1 hour. Let me go on my favorite candles, Heikin Ashi, and we can see that we're really playing with that. That level's over here, 4,800, 4,850. We did not break that, but we're really playing with that, okay? Let's look at what Market Cipher A has to say. Basically, all I see here is a incorrect short signal, right? Market Cipher is kind of incorrect sometimes. You had a short signal on this 1 hour candle, and you basically got wrecked. Unless that is a lot of time. I understand that's about 2 hours. But if you would have held on for more than 2 hours in that short, you would have been wrecked right there. Because that turned into a long right here, right? And all these yellow diamonds equal bullish continuation, okay? So when we see the red diamonds, that's bearish continuation. But this is just so crazy. Like Ethereum, you guys know I am like extremely bullish on Ethereum. We also had an incorrect signal right here. So this makes me think that this is unnatural and Ethereum is actually about to do something pretty amazing. And it kind of already has. It's really shot up here, right? But this got a reversal signal on the 3 hour, and that did not play out. Notice the uptrend continued. The uptrend continued. But with this reversal signal, right, it was a uptrend in terms of these Heikin Ashi candles, right? Because you're supposed to use Heikin Ashi with this indicator. And then, boom, the trend reversed, right? So, I mean, there's little things being invalidated here. We also had basically across the board with the time frames, right? I just switched from 3 hour to 4 hour to 6 hour. Even on the 12 hour, we still do have a reversal, which is very interesting, but we've continued to go up. So maybe that reverses. We will see. So let's move on to looking at the entire market here. One thing I want to say is make sure you follow me on Twitter. When we reach 60K, I will be doing a giveaway for $600. So follow me on Twitter right here. Also, we just did a giveaway of $500 for 50K. So there's my username. Same username on Instagram. This is my same username on Instagram. And, okay. Look at this. So what we see is stacks continuing to go up, which is amazing. I'm a fan of stacks, right, to a degree. Just because it's built on Bitcoin, that takes it down a notch. But they are trying to revolutionize Bitcoin. We got Shiba Inu here. The revival has worked. So we've been talking about this revival. I've been telling you that they're desperately trying to actually revive they're actually trying to revive Shiba Inu, and that's working right now. But keep in mind, you got to buy the rumor, which isn't really a rumor. It's Kraken listing this today, I believe. So I mean, this might start coming down. I think it's going to continue up. I think Shiba will continue up. That's pretty good. We got Ethereum making a pretty big bubble over there too. I like that. So moving on, one of the gems that's doing good today for us is Opulus. Remember, this is not sponsored at all. I thought this was a gem. I called it right here. It went up to $6. Okay. I think even $8, right? And I did take profit. I'm transparent in that I did take some profit on Opulus, but I'm still holding a ginormous bag. And I might be looking to take some more profit right now because my buy-in is below this. But ultimately, this is a long-term play. I believe it can compete with Audius. Definitely a gem right there. I wanted to show you this. So on the bottom, I have the Bitcoin against USDT chart 1 day, the 1 day chart. And up here, we have the Tether market cap. Okay, and we can only really see it on the weekly. But look what happens. Like, I'm still trying to understand how this correlates. But basically, if we see, right, the lines line up. So this is the 21st of December, and you can see the 21st of December on the bottom chart. Okay, so where the dotted line is. As I go and move my mouse up, right, you can see the Tether market cap is increasing so much. And then it goes flat right here for a couple weeks or several weeks. And what does Bitcoin do? It also goes flat. So I'm trying to suss out what this correlation is. I know people know it. I'm just learning it, right? And they say like Bitcoin is like reliant on Tether and stuff like this. But it's just interesting because we can just look at where Tether is right now. Tether printed a red candle last week, and now it's in the middle of printing a green candle this week. Very interesting. Now, I want to show you this. This is the hero chart, Meta Hero, right? On the daily chart for KuCoin. We see that we have all of this. This is BitBoy, okay? BitBoy did this. This is BitBoy's volume. If we bring up our volume indicator, we see the volume has ginormously increased. I did take more profit at these levels because, you know why? Because I'm smart. Watch this. I think that Meta Hero is going to do this. Once we're done with this run, which might be right now, right? 24 cents might have been the peak right before that 25 level. Look at this. There was probably sell orders at 25, I'm thinking. I don't know. What these coins do is they pump up and it goes halfway down, right? And I'm making this called the wizard hat. We did this in my TikTok. I don't know if there's an actual like formation that this is called, but when a coin gets an inorganic pump from an influencer, this is what the coin does. It goes up, it goes halfway down its pump, right? And then you can make this a level. But what I think is going to happen to Meta Hero, we're going to flip this previous resistance as support. So it's probably going to come down to right here, okay? Which is basically 15 cents. So that is why I took profit there. I believe we're going to slowly come down here. If we don't, great. I make more money. I don't care about being right on that, okay? This is just feelings and opinions here. Moving on, we have the on-chain college. So this bottom pyramid thing is the net position change of Bitcoin supply on exchanges. What does that mean? That means how much Bitcoin is on exchanges, right? And he's showing that in September, as we went to the bottom of this thing, so the least Bitcoin was on exchanges when it reduces, right? It made this triangle pattern, and on the ascending part of the triangle, you know, over here where this arrow is going up, we made our way to 66K. What are we doing right now? We have a descending. We've already done that, and we're about in the fourth quarter of this triangle. If you split the triangle into quarters, so we're headed back on this arrow up. Okay, that's very crazy. This is a nice little on-chain indicator to look at that. Now, Tommy Lehman Club, Visa could be the next council member. I'm going to tell you why I don't think this, but he is saying Visa could be the next Hbar council member. So the director of engineering, after 10 years at Visa, leaves the company and joins MTech, which is powered by Hedera. And he shows his LinkedIn right here. But what I would say to this is, why would he leave Visa and then Visa become a new council member? I don't know. I think this is more indicative of... Indicative? I think this is more indicative of Hedera replacing Visa. Yeah. How do you like that? Hedera and MTech replacing Visa. How about that? So yeah. Okay, moving on. I'm just very bullish. And we've got a lot of Hedera stuff coming up. Camila, she leaked this thing, and basically Ethereum tipping is going to be enabled on Twitter. The only thing I care about with this is that they eventually add XRP tipping. Okay, why would I want to send Ethereum to somebody for a $50 gas fee? So Ethereum tipping is enabled. That's very bullish. Maybe that's contributing to the reason ETH is going up. I don't know. So this is the big news, okay? We knew about this way before. I presented this, a Korean article. We had to translate the article about Shinhan Bank launching a South Korean won-backed stablecoin using the HCS, which is the Hedera Consensus Service, and the HTS, which is the Hedera Token Service. They're using both to do this, okay? This is big stuff. We already knew this. Because I covered the Korean news. This came out in the Korean news like weeks ago. So I'm going to play this clip of Mance Harmon describing, this is the CEO of Hedera, describing a little bit about this thing right here, because I noticed something interesting. Watch and listen very closely.
Hello there, Matt. So international remittances amounted to over $700 billion last year, most of which you've said was sent to low to middle income countries. Fees are up to $80 on top of regular cross-border transfer fees.
$80 fees.
So just how much can this stablecoin solution using Hedera save folks? And how do you see people moving away from fiat and to a stablecoin solution and become more comfortable with that digital technology?
Yeah, well, look, the difference in the cost to the users is enormous. The typical cost for wire transfer can be anywhere from 25 to $80, typically maybe $40 or $50 on average. The cost to do a single transfer using Hedera between the two banks is literally 10 cents in USD. So 10 cents, that's the difference. And instead of it taking days for that to settle or complete, it happens within seconds. And there are tracking mechanisms that are audit mechanisms that allow you to know exactly what's happening when it happens, all in real time. So the advantages are just enormous. And, this is future, obviously, and everyone will continue to get used to using crypto, and we'll move to.
Who does he sound like? I know you know if you're an XRP fan. He sounds like Brad Garlinghouse. Do you hear what he said? Like, that's the comparison they make with XRP, right? That is super interesting right there. He sounds like, just replace all the Hedera terms with XRP and it works. So these big monolithic cryptos that we know are like the giants, the tech, I called them quantum giants one time. These quantum giants companies are going to fight. They're going to fight for this, they're all grabbing their individual countries and cities and stuff. Like Shinhan Bank partnered with Hedera and they're grabbing South Korea. That's picked out for Hedera to run, right? Ripple has their own. They just picked out Palau, right? Palau, they're running the stuff there. So it's like so interesting what we're seeing here. But he sounds exactly like Ripple. Sounds exactly like the Ripple boys. Speaking of Ripple, Ripple is going to launch the Liquidity Hub despite the legal battle with the SEC. So we already know this. We've covered this Liquidity Hub. Very crazy stuff. Clients will be able to offer trading for XRP, ETH, Litecoin, ETH Classic, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin, right? So despite the lawsuit, okay, they continue to grow. And I'm saying on Twitter right here, make sure you follow me, one of the reasons they sued Ripple was to actually slow their growth down because Ripple's way ahead. They needed to slow them down while they boosted their own projects. They're doing new stuff every day. They're launching this like they don't even care about the SEC. They're just launching it, right? Moving on, we have the Sologenic NFT marketplace is going live, okay? So Sologenic, we know about the airdrop. If you guys want to know how to do the airdrop, you still have time to enter this airdrop. Head over to my second channel. Actually, you know what? Head over to my head over to my second channel and just go to my Instagram. Scroll down and you will find an airdrop tutorial, okay? If you look for it, you'll find it. But they are positioning themselves as the OpenSea of XRP. We need to think about this. Each network is going to have their OpenSea. SolonArt, solonart.com or .io, whatever it is, that is the OpenSea of Solana. One day, I foresee that all of these will merge. But for now, they're positioning themselves as that for XRP. Moving on, we have the New York Fed launching a fintech research wing with the Bank of International Settlements' help. This is big. And I want to say one quote from Jerome Powell. He says, in particular, the partnership will support our analysis of digital currencies, including central bank digital currencies, help to improve our current payment system, and guess what? With a particular focus on making cross-border payments faster and less expensive. Okay, that is amazing, okay? Right there. This might be connected with the MTech stuff, if you know about that connection that we actually just covered with the Visa thing. Now, another piece of crazy news today, Grayscale Investments has launched a trust with exposure to Ethereum competitor Solana. So I basically read through this. They are thinking, or they are saying that there is still a continued appetite to invest in Solana, right? They're thinking there's a continued appetite. So basically, Solana is the chosen one to basically compete with Ethereum directly. They thought it was Cardano, but Cardano can't compete with ETH, right? It can. Don't get me wrong. It can, but it's not its time. They've selected Solana to boost that up all the way to here and compete on an institutional investor level, right? I'm waiting until that happens to Hedera Hashgraph because it will. It will happen to Hedera, okay? Very crazy right there. That is all we've got. Lots of stuff today. You know, the market is back in the green, pushing up. Make sure you're taking some profits. What I'm doing is I have a bag of USDC. It is USDT, but in one trade, I can switch that for a cost of $10, okay? I have a USDT bag that I'm feeding profits. I just feed it, okay? I'm just feeding this bag, and it's growing big. It's growing big, right? This is what I think everybody should be doing, just to save yourself from the potential blow off top, the possibility of a blow off top, right? If we go with lengthening cycles, then you'll be doing the strategy of dollar cost averaging out, right? So I've been looking on Opulus. I'm probably going to take some profit on Opulus. Just feed that USDT bag, okay? But that is all we've got. Make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, join the Telegram group. Make sure you subscribe as well, and goodbye.
Crawl, steal.